Dímelo mi gente, Marcuccio here, and today we're going to talk about Neural AI, and this is another beggar coin, and a coin I really like. They're doing AI for, video game development, images, films, movies, a lot of great stuff. And they're up 351% all time. Congrats if you got in there. 7,046% from the all-time low, and this was 1 year ago. So if you bought in, right around here, you made a lot of money. Right now is only $45 million in market cap, so not extremely high. So really good potential. And yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it. Also, they're not in that many markets right now. They're only on Uniswap. They're not on any big exchange that I've seen. So there's like huge potential if it actually does get listed on there. And I also like that the total supply and the circulating supply is 10 million. So, pretty good. Holders at 19 million, which is not that much. But anyways, yeah, let's get into this video by Altcoin Daily. He interviewed the CEO. They're not dogs, but we'll get to that a little bit later. But anyways, here is Altcoin Daily talking about what Neural AI is.
Explain what Neural AI does in simple terms.
Okay, well, thank you for having me on the show, by the way. So the very simple terms description of what Neural does is we are basically creating a one-stop shop for game developers, game studios, and 3D artists that seek to streamline and reduce the costs of their 3D asset production, while also we're decentralizing the infrastructure behind it. That in return comes back to our token holders and rewards them with real revenue that we generate from this decentralization, which is on the BitTensor network. So we generate rewards in Tau, and this then comes back to our holders. And we also do game incubations, which reward our holders as well.
And I didn't mean to,
So yeah, that's basically what they do. If we take a look here at the holders, 21% here, everything else is kind of regular. Nothing to see here. I will say though, they have a really great decentralization score. Decentralization score, if it loads, I don't know why this takes always so long to load, it's 75%. So that is actually amazing. It does have some kind of like security issues that we're gonna go over right now. But 10%, 34% of the top 10 holders, I really like that. They have a function can suspend trading if a suspendable code is included. The token may neither be bought nor sold. Honeypot risk. Anti-whale is modifiable. Text can be modified in whitelist functions. So they do have a buy and sell tag. So 4% for buy, 4% for sell. So hopefully that money is going to the developers and the betterment of the project and all that kind of stuff. Anyways, here's the team. They are not dogs. You saw the video with Altcoin Daily. No Tenant, I guess that's the name, founder and CEO. They're not dogs, and honestly, like I have mixed feelings about this. Like it's a mixed bag. I obviously want people to be dogs, but we've seen a lot of people right now be tortured. I'll make another video of this, but they've been chased, tortured, secuestrado. I don't know how to say secuestrado. Kidnapped. In the crypto industry. So kudos to them, fair for them for being actually hidden and decentralized. I met someone at the Solana event that he was also not trying to be dogs. Like he is out there and he is a real person, but he just doesn't want anyone to know who he is. And I think that's pretty smart, especially if they're actually working on the project, which I do think Notra or Nero, he is doing. He tweets a lot. So yeah, kudos to them. So yeah, they're transforming industry. So game development, product design, architecture and design, film, and VFX. I don't know what that is, but you can see here how much money you would save per year, how many employees, contractors, quarterly, yearly, monthly. I personally am not a gaming designer or game development or anything like that, but I do know it's super expensive, and there's not a lot of great game developers out there, and I know let me rephrase that. The needs for what people want today is way different than the needs for what people wanted like back in the day. I was raised, in Modern Warfare 2, where the maps were like super unique. I'm talking about Call of Duty. And now it's just like really different. And, people from all developments have gone elsewhere. So I do think this is actually really, really cool. And last but not least, the pricing. So they have a free, obviously, they have the starter plan, a pro plan, and an elite plan. And they also have, these different credits. And they have like enterprise, where is it? They have for enterprises too, but you obviously have to like contact them. So that's pretty cool. They have only 20,000 Twitter followers, which I guess I'll follow them. Yeah, so I'll follow them. Which is not that much. Hopefully they get more soon, but I guess you're early in there. And then this is basically their beta. They're still in beta. So I just literally took out one of the images from Crypto Conexión, and let's see how they make it in 3D. Oh, I have insufficient funds. I have the free version. Should I just do like talk? Subnet? Let me see. Toss 15 credits. Can you do a Bitcoin 3D model? Let's see. Insufficient funds. Well, I cannot try this live. Sorry about that. And I'm not gonna, use that. But if you want to use it, obviously, before investing in this, please use the platform. Obviously, this is just my thoughts, my opinions, and I do think this is pretty great. I do think this is probably going to go up. I don't know if it's ever going to go back to the 15, but, if BitTensor goes up, they said they are a BitTensor subnet. So, I think this could, easily be, let's see, what is this, $10? Easily, I could see this going to like $6 to $7. Sometime soon. I don't know if it's going to go back to 15, but I mean, the chart looks pretty good. So, intrigued to your thoughts. So, obviously, remember, before you invest, use the platforms. Use them, and then you can invest if you like them, if you use them, if you think it has a future. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.